Menu prices at most restaurants remain on the rise. The Department of Agriculture predicts that the cost of eating out will increase 8.2% over the course of the year. Anthony Everett has some options that won't bust your budget.
Mom and pop restaurants have been hit hard by the pandemic and recession, but some have found ways to shine even in difficult times.
What we offer, it's really affordable. Like you can have a nice lunch under like 13 or 15.
Anushala in Boston's South End specializes in Armenian and Lebanese cuisine. Nina Festekshan is the owner. She says the restaurant's name means "May it be sweet,"
which is a version of saying bon appetit when you're serving someone food with pride and love.
The restaurant offers a selection of wraps, bowls, and small plates. Nina says her Eastern Mediterranean background and cooking for her sons inspired her to open the restaurant. Once the boys were off to college, Nina took the leap and opened the restaurant in 2017.
While raising my boys, there was a lack of Armenian Lebanese restaurants in the Boston area. So that's when we thought about opening a place that serves Armenian Lebanese, and the food is really affordable for the younger kids. It's also fresh with no preservatives.
Nina is proud to offer healthy, fast casual dishes without charging a premium or sacrificing quality.
We don't fry anything here. Everything is baked or grilled.
Nina recommends the Za'atar chicken wrap. It's a blend of chicken and Mediterranean herbs mixed in olive oil, topped with tomatoes, cucumber, mint, black olives, and pomegranate seeds, all for $6.75.
The best sellers are our bowls.
The Couscous Grain Bowl is a hearty dish made with hummus, spicy red pepper, and a walnut mix. All the bowls cost about $11. Nina says it's been a challenge to keep the menu affordable amid rising food costs, but the steady stream of regulars is a positive sign.
I love South End. We're in South End, and people are really nice here, and we have a nice community that visits our restaurant very regularly. It's really nice to be here.
Another local family eatery, Chacarero, started as a pushcart in downtown Boston in the early 90s.
When I started here, I started with nothing. You know, when you come in this country, you never know what you're going to do.
After immigrating to Boston from Chile, Juan Hurtado took a gamble when he began selling sandwiches downtown. The Chacarero is common in Hurtado's homeland, but harder to find in the States.
The word chacarero actually means everything that comes from a farm.
Chacareros start off with soft, round, homemade bread, stuffed with chicken or beef, or both, along with tomatoes, green beans, and Munster cheese. It's topped with a special hot sauce and avocado. Juan's daughter, Andrea, says customers flock to the restaurant for the unique sandwich.
You're gonna have something you never tried before. Everything is fresh. You get the crunch of the green bean in there, the avocado spread, everything. The bread is nice and warm, and it's soft.
Small Chacareros cost about $12. The large comes in at under $15 and easily serves two.
It fills you for the day. So honestly, you're getting a meal for the day.
You want to put a pepper on top? Black pepper?
Huge demand for the spicy sandwich quickly made the pushcart obsolete. After a few years in the old Filene's building, Chacarero found a permanent home on Arch Street. Juan says the original gamble paid off, and now his children are pouring their work into the restaurant.
I'm very happy. I'm happy because soon I don't want to do nothing more, because she started to learn everything.
It's my mom and my dad starting up. They were constantly busy. My mom was raising us, my dad was here. And just seeing the hard work that they put in, both of them, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
I think I'm trying to get my customer to come in here and feel like they're walking into like a Vietnamese noodle house in Saigon.
Here in Burlington, Viet Citron focuses on Vietnamese street food classics, says chef-owner Tran Lee.
Street food in Vietnam, people eat it every day. I have customers coming here 3-4 times a week. They love the open kitchen. It reminds them of Asia.
Lee and her expert staff keep the menu small on purpose.
Since I appetizers, my mom's egg rolls. We focus on sandwich, rice bowl, noodle bowl, and one soup. When you narrow down the option, they know that, okay, they're always going to perfect that.
Customer favorites include beef pho, a broth often served with noodles, and banh mi sandwiches.
This is street food.
This is definitely street food. That is amazing.
The Bon Hoi bowl is a hearty mix of rice noodles, pickles, and other vegetables, scallion oil, and a choice of protein, including sirloin, prawns, and crispy pork.
Oh, the crunch. It's all about the crunch.
It is. It is all about the crunch. It's crispy, but it's melting in your mouth at the same time.
Growing up in Medford, Lee was passionate about home cooking.
My mom is a great cook. So I cooked since I was 6. But I think by like 7, 8-year-old, I could already cook a family meal. Being first generation immigrants, you know, my parents want me to be like successful, doctor, engineer.
Instead, Lee became not a chef, but an architect. After graduating from Tufts and the University of Virginia, Lee designed high-end residential buildings for firms in Boston and Philadelphia.
And food is like design. There's a lot of intersections between design and food and culinary arts.
After a 10-year career in architecture, Lee returned to her love of food and opened Viet Citron in 2020. She hopes to expand beyond Burlington while continuing to perfect her craft.
Can I do like that?
Yeah.
This crispy pork belly, which takes 48 hours to make, is a Viet Citron signature.
Here you go. Try that one.
It's like the most delicious pork rind
Yeah.
plus flavorful, juicy meat
Yes.
you've ever had in your life. I feel very honored
Thank you.
to have come at the right time in the 48-hour process.
Yeah, that's how everybody should be experiencing. Yeah.
Up next, restaurants in historic places. The unique stories behind 2 local eateries when Cityline continues.